Okay, here we come, Ronnie Brains.
Yeah.
Back, he's talking to the president of the league there, Neville Whitley, over the top of the box. It's quarter time. Well, it's not quarter time. It's finished now. 6:40 on the board. North Geelong 2-2-14. In fact, it's what's that, Ronnie? 26 points the difference. They're kicking with the breeze this quarter, the Amateurs. They need to get some goals early. They got Benton in the ruck. He might have got the knock there. Wasn't completely effective. Middleton done very well at ground level. He tumbles this punt towards half forward. Bouncing over the top of the pack. Knocked back by Milne. Here comes Elzinger. Can he kick it off the ground? He goes out wide with the footy, Elzinger. Runs back onto it. Has to go back onto the left foot. Hand pass to Milne, who's been the rock of Gibraltar. He kicks it over the top. But Big Bent comes in and takes the mark in the centre of the ground.
Yeah, it was touched off the boot. Now, I'll tell you what, the umpire's right on the job. He's called play on, and so he has to. Quickly to half forward. Schwinnison, busy. Hardiman round the dummy nicely. Sold it sweetly, and on the left foot brings it to the members' side. Attacking side too. The Rooster. Oh, that's a bit soft. Stewie Hardiman.
Very soft, that one, yes. They'll take it. Accept that, though. They need it. They need this.
Wilson now with the ball at centre wing, goes long into the forward zone, getting back. Stewie Hardiman takes a beauty, drifting across the front of Marty Stewart. They've certainly got him covered down there, Ron. They've got a few back, drifting back onto him. Hardiman playing the back pocket and Skoko at full back. Couple of good aerialists playing on Marty Stewart. Obviously, they consider him a danger. This man's a danger. Had a good first quarter, Neil Alford, and he takes the mark short of centre wing, defensive side. Kick straight into Ben Reynolds, who got the hand up somehow to stop it. Alford got it again, kicked it towards young man. He couldn't handle it, knocked further forward by Simpson. It's in front of the coach's box, which is a bit of a bad luck for me because I can't see a thing. Now it's gone out of bounds off Marnie, was it, Ronnie?
It was off Middleton's foot,
off
that
Middleton's
ball.
Foot, you reckon?
Yep, should have been a penalty free kick to North Geelong.
Well, the boundary umpire right there on the scene. He's a bit closer than you, and he's a lot skinnier than you, Ronnie.
He's just lost his job.
Okay, boundary throw in. Centre wing position. Up they go. Jarman does the ruck work. Good knock down to Smith. They want him to fire up, and he picks it up and he tumbles it towards half forward.
Yes.
Up goes Andrews, forced to do the defensive work on this occasion. Knocked it away nicely. Another whistle on play. It's a North Geelong free kick. They've been allowed to go on as Jones has got it in that back pocket. Kicks the ball. Good kick from Jones. Long one, but not accurate. And Luke goes back and takes the mark midway between the centre wing and the centre of the ground.
Yeah, Samuel Luke just getting into the fray of things now, late in that first quarter. Takes another possession early in the second term. Long bomb to half forward. Klingon well caught with the footy. Kicked off the carpet by Simon Vack, who butters up well. That was Pastovic actually. Gave it back to the big fella Vack, who lost his footing at the crucial time. And the umpire, Andy Gurry, said, look, give it to me, fellas. We'll have a bounce down about 60 metres from the amateur goal. It's on the attacking side of the ground, fellas, and well, that's going to suit the amateur footy club.
Their disposal's very poor at the moment, Ron.
Look about Andrew Smith just a minute ago.
It was a shocker.
Okay, 2.5 minutes to go on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. This will go out of bounds. No, it doesn't. Peter Klingon cleverly kept the ball in and got onto his favoured left foot. Long kick. Up he goes towards Stewart. It's knocked away. Swindles at a ground level. Roves it brilliantly. Runs out of half back. Up and under kick goes towards the centre wing position. Reynolds does the ruck work there as he knocks it away nicely from Big Alford. At ground level, Luke's hand pass isn't too good. Brogdon says, thank you very much. He tumbles a punt towards half forward. Here comes Gumley in the way here for the Amateurs. Lost the footy. Back goes Wilson. Free kick going to be paid here. Umpire right on the scene, not letting Ivan Pastovic go on with any funny business at all.
No, it was good call. But, what about Alan Moroney dropping the chest mark?
Yeah, shouldn't drop them.
Not good. Big Ben Reynolds has got the ball at half back. Uses the breeze nicely. Puts it up in the air. Sets up the forwards. Knocked away at ground level. North Geelong doing well, Ronnie, aren't they? At ground level. Little kick around the corner's all right from Jeff Marnie, and Alford takes the mark on centre wing.
He goes right across the ground. That's dangerous football. He had Pastovic, and he's not happy, Ivan Pastovic. He's at half forward. No one within 25 metres. Gives him a glare because he's kicked it straight down Justin Andrews' throat, who plays on quickly and looks to the half forward line. But again, poor football because Crichton went half-hearted and couldn't take the easiest of marks.
He must have misjudged where he was, perhaps. He must have thought he was close to bang on. He should have
can't believe what I'm watching.
He eased up the last two steps and should have taken that mark. One wonders when one of these sides really goes at the footy and grabs it with both hands and puts it, what will happen to the scoreboard? I think it'll be pretty dramatic one way or the other. Here it goes over the top. Jones doesn't waste any time, puts the foot in it, up and under, kick off the ground. All right though, up towards half forward. That looks like Big Mark Bent getting back, playing at half back now, takes the mark, goes for the Amateurs towards centre wing. Reynolds doing the contesting there, knocks the ball to the ground, gives the chance here for the Ferret. Here he comes, Malak Ellis, the hand pass, the shocker over the top, put his teammate under dramatic pressure. Here comes Simpson. He was the one that caused the interference there. Kicks it out wide to Jovanovic. Over the top, the quick hand pass. Looking for Alford. Trapping it back. Luke. Well played, Sammy Luke. Did well against the big fella. Kicked the ball around the band and on the kicks a shot. Looking for Ramsey, and it's gone out of bounds.
Well, maybe the conditions are a bit trickier than what we really expect, fellas. I
Well,
don't know.
Ron, there's certainly no hope for forwards when the disposals like that. You've got no hope at all. Amateurs I believe they've just got to try and settle down, go hard at the ball, pick the ball up, steady, concentrate and deliver it properly. Otherwise, they're not going to be in this game at all.
Tend to agree, Laurie. There's been an infringement in that boundary throw in, and it looks like Crichton gets the free kick, goes to centre half forward. That's a nice grab. One-on-one, Stewart's going to be a bit of a handful.
Yeah, that's why
For Skoko.
that's why they've had Hardman back there helping him
Yeah.
out, Ron. No doubt about that. And a good tactic too, Geelong.
Definitely, he looks a good player, this Stewart.
Oh, he's a lovely kick too. He puts the ball in the boot. Oh, it's strewn away to the left-hand side. It didn't quite make the distance. Touched off hands. We'll give that a point there to Marty Stewart. That might be his second minor score of the day. It is.
But
And
that was a poor kick as well. I mean, he kicked better into the breeze than he did with
No
it.
purpose.
That's
Didn't
right.
take his time.
you would have thought that
Exactly.
he kicked that one. Actually, he'd certainly make the distance, which he didn't. It was off hands. Kick out's all right because Jones takes the mark in back pocket. Kicks out towards half back flank. Up goes young Marnie. Uses the fist to great effect, the young fella. Knocks the ball away there from Wilson and also Smith, and it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throw in grandstand side of the ground. The scoreboard shows 40 plays 15. And we have played 5 minutes of the first quarter on the Rockies. 24-hour locksmith time clock.
It's actually the second quarter, Cookie. As
It
we
is the
see
second
now
quarter.
that
Thank you, Ron.
Stewie Marnie did very well there too. He's, for a small fella, committed his body well. Ball squeezes to Sydney Jones, left side of his body. Pastovich in front. There's been an infringement behind the plate.
A shepherd there, Ron.
Against Neil Alford. And that's poor footy because Pastovich's taken the ball and now they've lost it.
Tell you what, they haven't missed a trick. The umpires have not missed a beat. I've got to give them that, Ronnie. The long kick from Reynolds goes down to half forward. 2 or 3 North Geelong players sport one another there. Ground level, Vax got it. Got the hand pass back. Had to get it away in a hurry. There's that Jones in it.
Yep.
Little kick round the boundary line towards Swinnerson. Can't take it. Wilson's got it. Loses
Good
it in the tackle. Here comes Alford. The hand pass is all right to Simpson. He goes on left foot to Simpson. Up to half forward. Good fistic work at the back from Gumley. Got it to Bent. Bent gave it away as quick as he got it. Too high the tackle, I think you'll find. And a free kick coming up here. Is that Stasic or Farrell?
Farrell it is.
Farrell, the big fella. He'd been a bell right too down there, Farrell. Chip passes all right to Middleton, who takes the mark and plays on quickly and sends the Amateurs into attack.
An attack they go, but I think you'll find there's been an infringement there on the defender for the Magpies. The Wanderer it is. Glenn Milne takes the free kick at half back. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Elzinga in front, and the umpire is going to go the other way. Oh, you can't do that.
Giving it to Andrews. Laurie to Goldie. Comment?
No, I think it was a correct decision. I think Justin Andrews got his hands on that ball first.
Correct
actually.
decision.
Okay, so it's 2 plays.
Oh,
one,
you
Ronnie.
blokes are blind.
As they come into attack, the MO's up to the forward zone. Here comes Stewart, the hand pass out to Beauty. Sets Crichton free, straightens up and goes for goal on the left foot. A shocking kick from Crichton. Not having his best day. That's way offline. Should have done better, Laurie.
Oh, definitely. They've got to capitalise on this. They're just blazing away. They haven't got any method in their play at all at the moment. They're just getting the ball and just hurriedly handballing, hurriedly kicking, blazing at goals, and they're not going to get a result at all doing that.
True story. 8 minutes gone on the Rockies' 24-hour lost bit time clock as Ronnie Brain takes us into the next passage of players. Hardman puts the foot into it.
Yeah, lovely kick too out there to the outer side. But a fine mark there too. Justin Andrews coming back into the fray. Went a little quiet early. Drop punt, long bomb. Stewart. No, it's not. Smith at the back of the pack. In front.
Gave away the free.
I suppose Smith marked that too, did he?
No, Hardman
Blokes, you're unbelievable.
Hardman was pulled over the shoulder on. If you watch the game, the hand passes to Brogdon, and away goes Brogdon. He runs through the goals where the kick's a shocker. The ball really swirling around in the breeze out there. Rooster Wilson sits on it and takes a nice mark at half forward. Now he thinks about going quickly. That's a good move. Get it down there quick. Give the forwards a chance with a kick. Too much carry on it for Klingon. Mark taken by Hardman. His hand passed out from behind the goal line.
Good
Don't know how
play.
you can do that.
Good play.
Got it away. Here comes Skoko. Right foot kick by Skoko up towards Richardson's up. Can't mark by the MOs. And at the bottom of the pack there, Andrews fighting hard for the ball. Jovanovic runs on it. The hand pass goes out wide. It's out of bounds. You know more about the rules than I. How can you go back behind the goal line and hand pass it back into play?
Yeah, it should have been actually. It should have been.
Technically, Ronnie, now you know
point.
more about than I. I thought it was a point.
No, not at all. That was play on. You're allowed to do that.
Are you?
Well, if you
Yes.
do that from the outer side of the boundary line, really, it's out of bounds, isn't it?
Well, you can still kick from outside the boundary line.
You can, Cookie.
Okay, well, I'll stick with this because Widdowson got the ball at half back. That's Ronnie's alley kid. Widdowson got it across. Looked like Jones in a hurry. Down the corner he goes. Looks like Elzinga gets the hand pass out wide. Here comes Jovanovic. Picks it up. Does well, does Ivan. All Gumley might have given away the free kick here over the top of Moroney. I think you'll find that Moroney will take the free kick short of the 50 metre zone. North Geelong steaming into attack.
Yeah, Farrell doing well and holding, on Boothroyd. Good tussle.
Good call, Ron. I saw that. It was definitely a hold.
He's really giving Boothroyd a run of the kitchen, really. Strength on strength. He's probably outpointing Boothroyd, but on that occasion, he was a little careless. Simon Farrell and, needless to say, the central umpire in Sean Ryan said, Rodney, you better have a kick at goal. This is the difference. Stewart didn't take any time. Look at this bloke. Deliberate. Walks in and will kick the goal.
He's got it in, I think. Ooh, he's just missed.
But at least into the breeze, big effort. Look, there's a good shot of his taut instep. It's a good shot there for the young boys at home watching this. Great action shot.
Yeah, that was a top effort there. It just waved off a little bit the last little
It was a photo finish, Laurie, wasn't it?
Yep.
Here comes Farrell for the Amateurs. Puts the boot in. It gets it way over the 50-metre line. Up goes Jones. Can't take the mark for North Geelong. Bent tumbles the ball round the corner. Not a bad kick either. Quite effective. It looks like Taylor on the ground. Is it got the hand pass away or Smith? Back they go in after it. North Geelong. Cool the crosses through back. He picks it up and he chips the ball out to half forward. Maroney's got it. Has a look. Well played, Maroney. Lovely kick under a lot of pressure. Had a look. Plays away. That is the difference at the moment, Laurie. He took his time and he hit Boothroyd on the chest.
The difference is back there a moment ago where Marty Widdowson smothered on the ball. Desperation there. Got the ball out here to Alan Maroney. Short past the legs Boothroyd. That's what it's all about. That's what amateurs are not doing.
Those little 1%ers, Laurie.
1%ers. Exactly right, Ron.
Boothroyd now. Coming into fire for the goal mouth. Kicking to the, we'll call it the Melbourne end of the ground. I think, Ronnie, was that all right with you?
That's fine, Lau.
Thank you very much. Here comes Boothroyd. You see the 50-metre line. So he's kicking from about 47. Oh, the wind's got this right across the face of goal. It goes deep into the pocket. A mark to Ben Reynolds has taken the ball in front of Hoskin there. And now Reynolds is going to relieve the pressure for the Amateurs. He goes on the right foot, kick long out wide, cleared the pack actually. In goes Luke Brogden, taps it away from him. Back goes Brogden. Well done, Brogden. Spins out of it with a blind turn. Bobby Skilton used to do them. The air pass wasn't too good though. Sammy Luke comes through, butters up nicely, goes down to half forward. Little fella Ramsey's got 3 to boot, needs some support. Timmy Jarman running the wrong way as Harbin gathers the ball for North Geelong and kicks it back to Maroney, who takes the mark at half back.
Yeah, good footy there, and just steady enough just to feed the ball off and find Maroney at centre half back. He chips it right across now, and well, it's not so good, but at least they've still maintained possession. The Wanderer it is. Looks for Pastovic, but he was well met there by his opponent, Crichton, as the loose ball, Jovanovic, up to half forward. Farrell came through like a train. Oh, there was nothing wrong with that at all. A beautiful hip and shoulder. Oh, I don't believe it.
I'm on your side here, Ron. I think there's much wrong with that. Laurie?
No, I quite agreed. I think that was, if you're going to stop that in football, we may as well not be playing.
Schwenderson's long kick goes towards goalmouth. Getting back Andrews, who's definitely playing on the ball, Ron, I think. Takes the mark and right in the teeth of defence. He chips it out wide to Sammy Luke, who marks it half back. Run into trouble. Sammy had to get rid of it in a hurry. Hand pass not too good. Teammates are under pressure. Luke goes back and receives it. On the defensive 50, he tumbles the punt towards the centre of the ground. And good mark, says Ronnie Brown. A good mark it was from young Smith. And he takes this kick in the centre of the ground. Amateurs going into attack and they need a goal very smartly. We've played 11 minutes of the Rockies 24-hour looks mid-time clock, second quarter.
Here we go, Tate Ramsey, the youngster, bouncing ball. Gee, it was a bit cruel for him, but then he probably took his eye off the leather.
Bit inexperienced there.
Yeah, had
there,
front spot. Geez, could have grabbed it and gone and kicked a goal there, and I thought he was going to, but
well,
gee whiz, the defence.
He's got it in the back. Yeah. They've got it out very quickly.
Glenn Milne again, mate. I've got to tell you, he's doing all right in the half-back flank, and Schwenderson's been busy. Just setting it all up for them. Brings it across galore. A bit soft there, Stevie Simpson.
Played Stasic.
Well, your 2 hands for beginners, Stephen.
Well played, Rick Stasic.
Yeah, Stasic strong.
We might have the runner out there, Ron, I think.
Yeah, I mean, when that happens and they get away with it, it spreads. Bit of flair. I mean, you've got to do it's the hard stuff.
Rick Stasic and Ivan Pastovic playing one. That'd be a nice dust up in the back alley, Ronnie, wouldn't it? Boundary umpire throws it back into play. Widdowson doing the ruck work there for North Geelong. Goes to ground. Here comes Schwenderson. Can he push the ball out? He does. Did it all right to Jeff Marnie. Schwenderson going to take a free kick over the shoulder. And I've seen more free kicks today than I have all year, I reckon. But I reckon most of them are there, Laurie.
I think Swinnerson's playing well enough to get not to have to get free kicks. He's playing too well there.
Well,
that was,
it's
pretty,
good.
that was a pretty soft free kick.
It was. But look, now he's found Milne, who's ran down from half-back, goes to half-back. Jovanovic, they're just good use of the ball. They like to change direction. They're not frightened to have a go, North Geelong. That's why they're on top of the Wazza, and that's why they'll win the game, as he goes long bomb up there. Boothroyd beaten again. Farrell paid the mark and now plays on. Brings the ball to the members' side of the ground. The Rooster traps it well. Beautifully done. Has time to steady. What can he do with this? Yes, good work, and find Middleton right in the heart of the Western Oval.
And the kick was a beauty. When he had a good look there, Danny Wilson didn't waste the footy. Give it to Middleton. Got around Simpson there. The hand pass back to Luke. Put him under a little bit of pressure. Long kick from Luke. Too far, in fact, for Stewart. At the back of the pack, North Geelong have the numbers, but Stewart's got the footy. Can he turn around? He can't. He loses it in the tackle. It's pretty tight in defence. In goes Winterson. Out the back, Jarman's a chance. They stack it on top, but well played, Marty Stewart. Held that ball in pretty well, Laurie, for a full forward.
It worked very hard there, David. That's the sort of thing they've got to do down there. The kicking down the ground was a lot better that time. They shared it around and did it properly.
A lot more purpose, wasn't it?
They've got to get a goal from this bit of play, I reckon, to get themselves back in the game. It goes to Jarman. He's kicked their first two. He straightens up and goes for it. He's got their third. Timmy Jarman kicks his third goal of the day. They needed a goal badly, and he's answered the call for the Avenue supporters as they bob one through and a vital goal. Played 12 and a half minutes of the second quarter on the Rocky 24-hour lock spin time clock. It's 6-5-41 on the board. That is North Geelong. They've gone to 3 goals, 3-21. The margin now 20 points.
Yeah, that was an interesting goal as we see Peter Clingan coming off the ground.
Well, I thought he played all right, Ronnie, but off he goes, and here comes Chris Taylor coming out of the ground.
Interesting, isn't it?
41 plays 21. GDFL Bingo Centre, second quarter scoreboard. About to net a goal, though. They had to kick a goal. They played 12 and a half minutes.
You called it well, David. You said they had to kick one. They bobbed up with one. They needed a couple more now. There's still time.
Okay, Vac doing battle bent underneath the football, and Vac comes across and hits it down, but again Richardson doing very well at half back, brings the ball across to the members' side wing. Stasic butters up well for the amateurs side, kicks under pressure. Good work, Marty Whitson. He's done a lot of hard things here this afternoon. Forces the error on Stasic, the moving picture show, and he's put it out of bounds centre wing.
Marty looks good with that red tape too. Tied back, looks like Chief Little Wolf, Ronnie. He used to wrestle at Festival many years ago.
I agree with what Ron's saying there. Marty doesn't always play that well. He's putting himself in today, and he's playing very well.
He's had a very good season, Marty Whitterson, since shifted to defence. Little kick from Marty round the corner's all right, because Jovanovic runs onto the footy, chips it cleverly back. Oh, Schwennerson just couldn't get back in time to get that one. Here come the Ammos. That Reynolds in there doing well. Schwennerson goes back, gets it.
Brilliant.
Does well, does Timmy Schwennerson. Tumbles the ball into the forward zone. Will go out of bounds. Farrell will make sure it does. It's out of bounds now. And how good Schwennerson. That was sensational.
How did he get out of that?
Top effort, wasn't it? That's what they call class, I think. It's
Yes,
skill
certainly.
and class. And
Yep.
Loads and loads of it.
there's a good contest down there at Leagues and Farrell.
I'll tell you what I reckon, Farrell at the moment's just a touch in front.
41 plays 21. North Geelong in front.
Yeah, back of the pack. Brogdon shot at goal, and I think he's popped it through. Great goal, Russell Brogdon.
Well, that's his second, Laurie, and he's been a good player too, hasn't he?
He's been very busy. I thought Jovanovic across the half-forward flank. They're the type of players North Geelong need to move that ball up there, and with Russell around the goals, capitalise on them. They're looking like a good side at the moment, North Geelong.
Well, they brought that one back. The Amateurs got the goal there through Timmy Jarman. He's kicked there only 3 goals. Just when you think that they're getting back into the game, the Amateurs, the experienced player, Swennerson, Brogdon's kick was a lovely one there, straight through the middle, and they gone to a handy lead again on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard at 7-5-47 to 3-3-21, and here comes Brainy with an exciting call to this bounce.
Yeah, Brogdon again, another touch to the leather, didn't have the footy, and good call, umpire Andy Gurry. Brogdon gets the free kick, just chips it over the top. Sydney, come in if you don't mind. Jones. Oh, Sydney! He's mucked it up. He tried a little left foot chip and missed the footy completely.
Stassic's got a straight to Smith while you've got the giggles. It's pretty interesting. That one, Smith goes down the ground towards half-forward Jarman. He's their only forward. He takes the mark and kicks it straight into the man of the mark, Winterson. Jarman goes back, gets it. Jarman kicks by that again. Unbelievable stuff. He goes back after it again. He can't get on this occasion. Hamper, North Geelong are out of attack, out of defence here through the agency of Pastovic. Give it to Winterson, caught with the footy for mine. Must be penalised, Ronnie.
Yeah, just tried to do it a little bit too much, and 50 metres, I would suggest.
Had an option to get rid of it, Laurie. Elected not to. Got tackled.
Yeah, Exactly, he's going to pay the penalty.
Now, I'm not sure whether there is 50 at all here.
There is, right.
Yeah.
I think he's counting something out there, Ron.
Yeah, they were just a little bit late, the North Geelong defenders. And Widdowson knew. He knew he'd done the wrong thing.
He put his hands up. Yeah. He surrendered.
But,
He had the option to get
well,
rid
that's
of
his first mistake, though, guys. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with his game.
Well, he's playing on Timmy Jarman, who's kicked 3 goals, Ron, so you've got to say it's an interesting duel then.
It is an interesting duel, yeah. Limited opportunities. Jarman has done a great job, but I think if you looked at the statistics,
One of those, Ronnie?
yeah, Widdowson would be a mile in front.
Okay, 20 minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock as the ferret Malakelis comes in. It's an important kick, and he drills it. He drills it. It's home, yes. 4 points on the board. The Amateurs fight back at 7-5-47 to 4-3-27. It's still 20 points the difference, and we've gone almost 21 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock of this second quarter.
Yeah, it's a great contest, actually. It's not a bad game considering the blustery conditions, Laurie.
Well, you're quite right there. I just feel that Amateurs have got to try and work a little harder in this last 10 minutes to try and bridge that gap. I feel that if they can't, and North Geelong can come out in the third quarter, this game could be over. If they can hang in here now and work hard, I just see Mark Benreynolds has just left the field. I'm sure Ben Reynolds has gone in the ruck now, so this will really count here. If they can get the ball down quickly, get another one, it'll certainly make it interesting.
20 points the difference on the GDFL bingo centre second quarter scoreboard, Ron. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Up they go. The big fella, Reynolds, got it down too. Is that Luke getting the ball out of the centre? Tumbles it, bouncing. Oh, the North Geelong. They're playing well in defence, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. Go it was, left foot, Widdowson underneath it. Nearly took a nice mark, was held without it, and will get the free kick because he had a dip at the footy, and the umpires have looked after the boy in front all day.
They certainly have. Widdowson, short kick. The kick's all right because Pastovic makes position short of the centre. Pastovic plays on there, tumbles the punt, bounces straight past Wilson, gives the chance for Jones. Up he goes, tries to knock it further afield. That player there from Amateurs tackled a little bit high for mine. Here's a kick from young Marnie. He's gone out on the full under a fair bit of pressure there from Ricky Stasic, who knows how to apply a bit of pressure, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. Free kick coming up for the Amateurs in defence.
Nick Crichton it is, I think you'll find. Brings the ball back, looks up there for the high fly. Reynolds back of the pack on the ground. Nicky Gill now for the Amateurs side. Bouncing ball now. Opportunity for the Amateurs side. Chris Taylor, can he trap this one? Yes. Held without the football.
Oh, that's 50.
And we'll get the free kick.
He must have missed, I reckon, there, Jeff Marnie. He seemed to throw his arm around a fair bit, Ronnie. I think he must have just punched the air. And I think he did because
Taylor,
Chris Taylor would have hit the deck, I reckon.
He grabbed his back.
Did he?
Might have been a little ribbler.
Might have had a spasm.
This is a very important kick, this one, Ronnie.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now,
if he can drill this one, well...
a couple of moves from the bench, they might bear fruit for them. Taylor's only been on the ground for some short time. The drop punt.
Looking kick.
I tell you what, he snuck it in.
It's an awkward looking kick, isn't it? I think it's home. Yeah, it's a goal. Chris Taylor kicks the Amateurs' 5th goal. It is their 4th goal from a free kick, Roddy. I can tell you that. That's my stats show me that. Timmy Jarman's got 2 from a free kick. Jimmy Malakelis got 1, and Chris Taylor's got 1. I don't say the free kicks weren't there either. I'm just stating a fact, Roddy. That's their 5th goal.
That's exactly
right. 4th
right.
goal from free kicks out of 5.
If they get another goal here, I like Ben Reynolds in the ruck work there. He jumped at the ball very well there and did quite well.
And there's the king of those fabulous Magpies, fabulous Dirty Dick Philpott.
Yeah, 47 plays 33 in the GDFL bingo centre scoreboard. Back into the centre. Reynolds again gets the ball out of the centre. That's been a good move. He kicks it over the top. Here's a chance, Stewart. Tackle without the foot. He must take the free kick.
Someone's been put down behind play over there, David.
Oh, it's on too. Jeff Marty's in there throwing a bit of weight around. In goes the young fella Tate Ramsey. Gee, you better get out of there, son. There's a few old heads out there know what to do with you. Nick Gill's in there. Toe is Simpson. He's having a bit of a waspy round. No doubt about the free kick, though. This is going to go to Stewart.
Yeah. It's a bit disappointing, isn't it? I didn't see it either.
Well, I heard one in the sound effects mic there. Someone said, "You mongrel one." Now, I don't know who that'd be, Ron, but that's what they're yelling out down there.
Well, now, let's just hope. Who was it that got decked? Is it young Tate Ramsey, is it?
He was certainly in the thick of things.
There's a boy just laying on his back out there on the half-forward flank. And the play was nowhere near him.
No, it's not Ramsey. We'll stick with the shot for goal here. Marty Stewart. Well, important kick. He's got just 2 minor scores on the board at the present time. Need this one. It's number 21. It's young Taylor, I think, Ronnie. The player you were insisting that was knocked down.
Yeah, it is Taylor.
Stewart's had a shot for goal. Thank you very much. Amateurs kick another goal from a free kick. 24.5 minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour lost bit time clock, and they're coming back into the game here, Laurie, close to half-time.
That's right. They're fighting this out, and it's pretty warm out there. They're going to have to play for 4 quarters in this game, and we haven't gone 2 yet.
Tepper's just getting a little bit frayed too, and yeah, concentration's going to come into this.
Yeah, it was young Taylor too, Ron.
He's okay now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's up and running. And Jeff Marnie going over to stand with him as the ball's about to be bounced back in the centre of the ground. Ben Reynolds has got it out of the centre twice since he went into the ruck. Up he goes, doesn't get this one. Chance for Luke. He fumbled just at the crucial timing. Goes Brogdon. Clever play by Brogdon. Pulled it back under himself and then got the hand pass out. As we see 47 plays 39 on the GDFL Bingo centre scoreboard. And the Ferret pushes over Neil Orford, then helps him up again. Oh no, he's not helping him. He's just telling him about tonight. There's a bit of a do on tonight. Evidently, just inviting him to that one. Ball up in the centre of the ground.
Up they go, and again Reynolds got the ball down, but chipped there old Zinger. Quick hands to the run of Simpson, who goes long up the half forward. Maroney under pressure. Gumley, well done Gumley, but he's hit it straight down the front of Jovanovic, who swoops on it like a little ferret, shoots it at goal. Oh, it's bounced
Hit the post. Hit the
through.
post. It hit the post. Had the glasses right on it. Right. It bounced the wrong way at the last. It was going to go through, and it was the greatest off break since Tim May bowled a screamer, and it bounced back 3 foot and hit the post. Bad luck, Ivan Jovanovic. He's quick, isn't he?
That was a top effort out there. He's playing very well out there. He's a lively customer.
He's kicking the ball into the breeze, and well, bit of ball game here, boys. 39 plays, 48, and what a great contest.
That's on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard.
Okay, ball out of side, half forward flank. Now North Geelong into attack, and it's been a few drinks few and far between, isn't it, that North have been into attack at this term?
Yeah, Amateurs have had to play the last 10 minutes or so. The boundary throw-in goes down towards Maroney. Beatman on this occasion. Hand pass comes back towards Andrews. Fumbled. Got a bit of support there. Looks like Luke is coming through half back. Luke now tumbles the ball out towards the centre wing position. They need to get another goal, I reckon, before 3/4 time. The Amos have a chance through Gill, who goes down the ground, and a Gill kick is a beauty. He comes, beat the drum. This the boys on his back a minute ago. Taylor around the corner. Oh, just too much carry for Schwarzer Middleton. He couldn't take the mark. North Geelong. Go over the top's all right. Give it a Marnie. Free kick coming up here North Geelong's way.
Oh, dangerous football, Marnie, because I tell you what,
Smith.
the band has favoured Smith. He goes at goal, but he's just offline, and gee, what a let off for the North Geelong side.
And I think Smithy could have made better of that too, Ronnie.
Yeah, without a doubt.
No pressure. He sort of ran that way, didn't he? Had to run the other way to bring it back against the breeze.
Went with the foot, didn't it?
Yeah, Skoko at full back. All of a sudden, 26 minutes gone. The game's pretty lively. As Skoko puts the boot in and out wide he goes. Oh, Andrews in front of Jones takes a nice grab. Outside the 50, too far out to score. He looks for the lead. It's on. Oh, the kick was all right too. Mark drop. Stewart got the hand pass away. Here comes Taylor. Number one around the body, tried hard. Harmon's back there, takes the ball in defence, chips it across. Dangerous move. Well done, young Ramsey. Knocked it away, went back and got it. The hand pass back to Gill. The goal sneak. Laban's up on the right. Body's offline. Nicky Gill. Terrific play, Tate Ramsey. Ronnie Brain. What about that for a kid?
Yeah, great effort, and a lot of ability there in the number 10 Guernsey. Stamp between the shoulders, and big future Tate Ramsey, I would suggest. GDFL Bingo Centre, second quarter scoreboard. Amateurs moved to 6-5-41, and he trailed North Geelong by 7 points, who are 7-6-48.
Hardman put the boot back into the ball too, went way out over half back. Andrews tried to claim the mark, wasn't allowed. The tackle is very good by Neil Alford, but the umpire, I think, will ball this one up because he had no chance of getting rid of that one. Justin Andrews, the Gaz Lloyd, who's had a pretty good second quarter. He's been a key figure in their lift.
Yeah, has started to get a bit more of a handle on the footy, but needs to go a lot harder for mine, as there's been a whistle on play, and it's going to go the way of Ben Reynolds.
Ben Reynolds changed this game a little bit in the last 5 minutes.
Since he's gone in the ruck, Laurie, you're right.
Long bomb. Oh, Stewart taking the ball. How'd he mark that from behind?
That was a top mark.
Well, Skoko's going crook, but I think I suggested Angie should get to the replay at David Ruth Dean's Paco Pub, the Queen of the West, and have a look at that. That was a good one, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, mate, that was a great grab.
28, nearly 29 minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour lost bid time clock. And how important is this, Laurie, as you just drink that little can of lemonade there? How important is this as he straightens up for goal for the Amateurs supporters?
Very important. It's looking good as well.
Wait on it.
No.
Let off.
Just drifted away.
They could have made it a point the difference.
1-3 off the boot of Marnie Stewart, and perhaps a couple of those we would have liked to see him kicked, I would suggest.
But Amateurs would be a bit more happier with this last half of this second quarter.
Oh,
though.
yeah, their work rate has picked up, and I think, the key was Ben Reynolds going into the ruck.
Yeah, that's worked, hasn't it? They got the ball at the centre with him, and he's done well on the ground.
Taylor onto the ground, who's been busy.
And
Also.
a little bit of a lift from Stewart and Andrews as well as this kick.
Oh, up there, Widdowson. Nearly took a screamer. Quick hands there. Stewart's right out there at half forward. Got it to a teammate who's kicked up there. Looking for him there was Jarman. Pleased for the free kick, but didn't get it. And the North Geelong side now defend well.
Yeah, through the agency of Marnie. Got it up towards Widdowson. Couldn't take the mark. Jovanovic at ground level. He's done well. He chips the ball across into the centre of the ground. And he finds the captain, coach Sid Jones, who takes the mark. Jonesy plays on. Now Pastovic takes a good mark under pressure there from Stasic. Good one grabber from Ivan Pastovic. It was for beauty. He kicks the ball down towards half forward. Who's that up in front? That's the mark. Milne, is it? He's way down the ground. That's why I had to ask. He looks a long way from where he should be playing. Now, can North Geelong get a goal to answer all this? Up he goes, Milne, towards the forward zone. Boothroyd gathers at ground level. He straightens up. He's thrown up the footy brilliantly by Gumley. Gumley dives in on top, but so does Boothroyd. Oh, he saved the bacon there, Gumley.
Yeah,
Boothroyd was about to kick it, I reckon.
There was some good defensive work there, though.
Yeah, certainly was. And, really made Boothroyd get a stat that he didn't actually get.
30 minutes gone on the time clock, according to Rocky.
That's the one. And I'll tell you what, that's just about sparring time, and the amateur boys can hold their head pretty high with a great second term.
Well
and
played,
the
the
Rooster.
Ferret.
Yep, playing it sweetly now. Hand pass, Gill. He's been busy since coming on. Well knocked away from him by Sean Hoskin. Pack of players have formed at half forward. Members side, North Geelong into attack, and the siren sounds to terminate a very, very entertaining second quarter here at the Western Oval for the 1994 Division 1 second semi-final, where, gentlemen, we have got a ball game on our hands. North Geelong 7-6-48. They lead Geelong Amateurs 6-6-42. And, 6 points to margin, gentlemen. Anybody's game.
Yes, certainly anybody's game at this stage, Ron. I just feel that Amateurs have lifted their work rate a little bit towards the end of that quarter. And if they can maintain that, the next quarter is going to be very important, because I think if most of this season, North Geelong have played very well in the third quarter, so this next quarter will certainly tell the tale, I think.
Be a real test of character, won't it?
But Amateurs have lifted a lot. I just see them in the huddle at the moment. They've got their heads up now, where before 20 minutes ago they were looking down a little bit lethargic, but they're the keenness is coming back. It's marvellous what happens when you get a few goals on the board.
Yeah, certainly does. Cookie?
Well, I think it's a crackerjack game now, but it's awkward conditions out there. One, it's hot, and two, it's very, very blustery and windy. And, in that quarter, North Geelong were able to kick just one goal into the breeze. Amateurs kicked 4 with it. They must have taken to the 15-minute mark to kick a goal, Laurie, I reckon, with the breeze. So once they got one, the floodgates opened a bit, and perhaps they could have got another one or two. But, the third quarter will be a beauty. 48 plays 42 on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard at half-time, and the third and vital quarter is coming up.